But at the end of the day, and Grandpa's one of the best ones. But at the end of the day, you said I dress like a hooker. So fuck you! Dress like a hooker. You're gay! You are gay! You watch Superman and you dream of being Lois Lane. You are gay, nigga! You're gay! And fuck you, Mom, and fuck you, not fuck you, John, because you're not super in the cult, but like, fuck you for this fucking cult thinking is so crazy. I have to apologize for telling you to go fuck yourself. But just because you don't say just because you don't swear, Grandpa, it doesn't mean you don't say in a million fucking ways, go fuck yourself. When my siblings are in your backyard and you tell my dad, can you gather your offspring and leave my premises? Just because you don't use swears, you doesn't mean you're not telling us to go fuck ourselves. So just say it with your chest now. Say it with your chest now, you fucking pussy. Just say it. You seem like a very...
You heard it first, folks. Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. What's up? Oh. Oh God. Now the badgering folk in me would say that that clip made me sick, but no, I was already sick. This month has been horrible for my health. I've been like for a month straight, or not even a month, like a few weeks, just just coughing like fucking crazy, dude. It's not going away. Well, it's gone away. I was very sick. First of all, how is everybody? Happy New Year in a few hours. Um, press one if you can hear me. Just real quick sound check. Really, really quick. But yeah, I got so sick. I had like a fever and it hurt to move. But that fever lasted like the fucking the intensity of the fever lasted for a day, and then it just went away. And now all I have is like this lingering cough, and everyone at my job is fucking toasted now. Like people are like looking at me, oh, I got them sick. I got them sick. Nah, I don't think that. I think it was someone else. I think someone got me. I don't know if I got everyone, but I think someone got me sick. Like literally everyone at the job is fucking coughing up a storm, sneezing up a storm. It's the fucking holidays. What the hell do you expect? But anyway, everyone's getting sick. Uh, fuck. Fuck. This is gonna be the new norm for this entire stream. So, right, and but yeah, happy New Year to all of y'all. It's been a while. It's been a while. Life's been fucking busy as all hell. But I think I'm better off for it. Keeping myself busy. I think I'm better off for it. Um, holy shit. Fuck me, man. Jesus. Oh, fuck. But I'm okay. I am much better now than I was compared to like maybe like a week or two, maybe a week and a half ago. I was so much better. I was like coughing, sneezing, like throwing up phlegm. Last week I was coughing and throwing up phlegm, and now I'm not throwing up phlegm anymore. I'm just coughing. I just have like an itchy throat. Yeah. Well, this year's been a year more or less of and not about content, because just personal shit that I'm not gonna get into, that is quite frankly uh none of y'all's beeswax, just private life shit. Um, Keeping it private, as I always preach, never putting all your shit out there. But bottom line is, I've been busy, and I think mentally, having something to do, having something to focus on, even if it's repetitive, day in, day out, it just does something to your brain. It, like, wires you differently. Um, yeah, like, instead of focusing on, who abandoned what kids at a certain age, or who's, fucking who's siding with who now, and who's chumming it up with who now after everything that was said, and after saying, "Oh, you would never do this with that person," and there you go, all that, fun stuff. Forgetting about all of that, and then just it does something to your noggin. It just yeah, it does something to you. But yeah, it's about to be New Year. What I can say is I think this is the first time ever that this is happening. Fucking um this year will be the first year that we have turkey 3 times in a row. We have turkey on Thanksgiving. We have turkey on Christmas. That's just a given. Always. I don't remember. I can't remember for the life of me if we've ever had turkey on New Year. But hey, that's what we're going with this year. Turkey. Having a baby? No. Who's the mother? Please don't say the answer that I was prompting people to say, please, just for legal reasons. Oh my god. You know what, James? I'm taking away your wrench and I'm banning you forever. You fucking psycho! Say it with your chest! Say it with your chest! Turkey 3 times a year. No, it's not even like we got money. Is that, through our jobs, like, we got free food and free turkey, like 2 out of 3. Uh, we got 2 out of 3, like, given to us for free, so we actually saved a bit of money this year on a turkey. It was a decent sized turkey, but it's like we got to give it to us, for free. It was like, either I think it was like a favor called in, or it was just like perks of the job, a free turkey. So here we go. We're relishing in the well earned uh, 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 prizes, if you will, prizes. But yeah, yeah. Life's been interesting for this past month and a half. Really fucking interesting. Grifting a turkey, bro. We fucking grifted a turkey. I don't give a shit, bro. It's a fucking turkey, bro. I'll fucking grift for that shit. I'll fucking grift for a turkey. Fuck yeah. Anyway, any day. I mean, any fucking day, I'll grift for a fucking turkey if I get to eat that shit. And it fucking sucks because, like, I think these past 2 years, or no, like, it always sucks when I don't get the. Yeah, if you get this pun, you get $100 in your mail. If I don't get the leg, It always sucks because like the leg is my favorite part of the turkey, and it fucking sucks whenever I don't get it and someone else claims it first. It fucking sucks. But it's literally like the I don't know, my favorite part at least. There's two. And it sucks when you're the last one there. You're like, fuck. Now I gotta go for like the just regular just shit. I'm not saying where I work. It wasn't even my job. It was through someone else's. But we got free turkeys. I think we deep fried them. I don't. No. We didn't deep fry them. We just put them in the oven. Just let it marinate. Put it in the oven. Grace is pregnant. If Grace is pregnant, that would explain why Ben left. But all right. Before I go on, let me take a bit of a serious. Let me put on my serious cap. Um, and let's just for a few moments here. Let's just. I'm not even kidding. Like I know, like to make my jokes and shit. I get a little sarcastic and shit, but I want to just bring attention to my boy, the one and only Mr. JDQ. And for those of you who don't know, I personally don't feel like I'm doing him a disservice by sharing this, but for those of you who don't know, his father is currently in the hospital, and the reason, like me in particular, I it strikes a chord with me. It's like it's because of what's at stake. Um, I don't know the full extent of what's wrong, but his um his father is currently in the hospital, and it's fucking horrible. Of all the times in the world to go into the hospital under somewhat intensive care, it has to be during the fucking holidays. Just isolate you, just keep you apart from everyone else. That's fucking shitty. And apparently what's at stake here is it's something relating to some sort of gangrene, an infection of sorts, and what's at stake here is his father's you know foot or lower limb. Worst case scenario, might needing to have been amputated. So his father's in the hospital, and it fucking sucks. It sucks seeing um this person who I've gravitated towards just be going through this, and it it's fucking it's it's shattered. So yeah, I personally don't know. Well, if it says it here, I'm just too, you know. Um, I personally uh am keeping JDQ in my thoughts. Uh, I am not, again, it's always been, a subject of debate between um, me and JDQ. But then the thing I love about him is that he just doesn't care. He doesn't care. I make so many, religion jokes. I make my, like my quips and shit, and he just doesn't care. Like we know he knows for a fact I'm not a very religious person. Um, but that's the beauty of two people with different mindsets interacting with one another. It's like you each one, and I'd assume each different person gets to almost marvel at the other person's and how different they are. And so that's what I've always found alluring about our our the way we came together on the internet. And so um he's clearly a man of the faith, and he is clearly asking people for prayer. And though I won't, I obviously can't, because if I made any attempt to, it would be insincere through manner of prayer. um I can share this little story out here and make sure more people see it, and make sure more people uh keep him and his father in their thoughts, as I'm going to be, as I have been for this past week. um and Yeah, it fucking sucks to have your someone close to you fucking in the hospital, just isolated away from everyone. Um, like like fucking visiting hours, all that shit. It's fucking, it's disgusting. Like the thought, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Actually, I can imagine, but because I'm not gonna get into it, but it's happened to me. Um, just not being able to be with someone uh, during the new year, or a special occasion, Christmas, whatever it may be. But it's yeah, it's it fucking sucks. And getting into what's at stake here, the whole loss of limb thing. Um, I feel fortunate enough to have my situation be the only thing that I ever know, and the only thing that I ever will know. But to someone who's along in age, for that to happen to them, it'll be a paradigm shift of like their whole world will be upside down. And it's fascinating to think about, and it's also fucking scary to think about, because I can't imagine. um that's like if like the fucking leg fairy came by and sprinkled some dust on me, and the next day I magically wake up with legs. I'll fucking it's in my head I'll be like, oh my god, happy days, but in reality I'll probably be scared, because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I don't know this. And it's the same thing with losing a limb at such an advanced age. It's turning your world around. And it's devastating if it happens. It's not guaranteed. That's why we're fucking hoping here that it doesn't happen. But yeah, I personally cannot imagine what that would be like, because my situation is all I know. So I've never had to all I've had to do pretty much, and I'm not trying to downsize, what I've accomplished, but all I've had to do is, like, you grow up. It's like any regular person growing up. and then you get bigger, and it's just a matter of trying on new shoes. Well, I just try on new legs, right? It's a bit harder, a bit more complex. It's a whole fucking world of information that I have to know. But yeah, I can't imagine this happening to someone older and having like a set way of life and that just being completely gone. Um, at the end of the day, we're all thankful to be alive, but still, life changing things like that, like we pray that don't happen, and it's still up in the air. So, it's within my power to keep, within my power to keep JDQ and his father in my thoughts, and to those who are, you know, into the whole prayer thing, then shoot those his way because right now he's in need of them. Uh, and and yeah, um, yeah, bro. If you're listening, again, you and your father are in my thoughts, and it's let's hope for the best, man. Seriously. Right. I had an operation not too long ago for something that I probably fucked up myself. Probably my fault, but it probably would have ran me up. People under it's insurance. It's an added cost. People don't like paying money. I mean, we're people, right? I don't like paying money for shit. If I can get something for free, I will. As will anyone. But here I am, cursing, the fact that my college forces me to have a health insurance of some kind, or else I can't enroll. Um, it's like fucking almost 2.8 grand extra per year, and I'm like, fuck. And so when that problem arose for me, I was looking at like a $5,000 bill for this. It's not a simple operation. It's more like an eval, but it was an eval. It's like extensive. Um, that costs fucking money. And I was looking at a 5,000 something dollar bill, which in the end came down to like $700. Puny money compared to what I was looking at, right? It's puny. And so, yeah, I think, as much as we hate forking over that sort of shit, I mean, it comes in handy when you most need it. And fortunately enough, like that wound up saving me fucking boatloads of money. And which in the end, it just goes to say that, I mean, some people just underestimate the value of just having health insurance. Um, that fucking saved me from a thing of fucking, what was it, $6,000, $5,000 bill? Like, holy shit. Yeah, $700 is a pittance, right? It's a pittance. It sucks when you sign up for the work health insurance and then you're like, oh shit, they're taking it out of my paycheck. Right, they're fucking taking it out of my paycheck, but at the end of the day, something happens, God forbid, and you're fucking wow. Like, again, like we're not seers. We can't see into the future. So I mean, holy shit. But yeah, yeah, that wraps up this segment. JDQ, I don't know if you're out there, man, but if you happen to catch this part of the stream, we're going back to the silly stuff now, but if you happen to catch this part of the stream, just know that I am very much thinking about you and your father, especially. I don't want to say especially because it makes it seem, kind of. In my opinion, it kind of makes it seem kind of like, oh, I don't want people to think, oh, I only care because what's at stake. No, it's like it. That's why I'm gearing towards it more. Like it resonates with me a bit more because of what's at stake. The loss of a limb or the potential loss of a limb. And it's jarring to think about what that does to someone who's like, advanced in age. Uh, Whereas me, it's all I've ever known. So it's like it's next to nothing for me. It's because it's like like I don't know, someone who's I don't know. It's like let's do a very messed up allegory, right? Uh, someone who's grown up with it isn't so far fetched to say that someone who's grown up with mental and emotional abuse their entire life will will react oddly towards kindness and affection, right? It's kind of like that sort of thing. Maybe might bit of a far-fetched allegory or far-fetched comparison, but it's like when your world gets turned upside down, it's like it's jarring, right? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be like this the entire stream, just coughing up a storm. So fuck, Constantine, what's up? Yeah, just yeah, just a little thoughtful session for JDQ. Um, before we get back into the silly stuff, I went live because I went live because a certain unnamed female is having a fucking more or less kind of like what I'm doing, like a quote unquote year in review, later on tonight, which we'll get into. But I just wanted to take a moment, to basically just spare thought for JDQ and what he's going through right now. Again, it fucking sucks to have someone isolated away from you during a special time like a birthday or a holiday or a fucking special occasion like that. Yeah, we'll get into that in a moment because right after she said that, she called me a hate watcher. Like she just keeps calling me. It's like she can't decide what I am. Am I a simp or am I a hate watcher? So, hey. No, sorry, Jersey. No, 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 nope. Think of us as well. I don't know how many of y'all want to join me on this journey, but think of us as this is gonna be a very fucked up. Let me just. All right, so JDQ, man, if you're hearing this, I'm with you, man. If you want to reach out to me, you got my Instagram. don't hesitate. And yeah, I hope your father fucking beats this thing. So yeah. But yeah, let's get back into the silly stuff, shall we? Yeah. Well, okay, I'm gonna make a really, really messed up. I don't even know how it's gonna come across, but let's just do it anyway. We're the Spanish keep or like no, we're not. Um, we're the settlers, right, in the colonies, and let's introduce a little westward expansion, a little El Dorado, right? It's a more more reserved a more reserved version of it's ironically it's a more reserved version of what I truly think that they're doing, like just clout farming at all costs. But it's their insistence that that's not what they're doing, but they are doing. I'm making no qualms about it. I'm like, fucking, hey, this might be a gold mine. This might bring some new subs to my channel. This looks like a fun joyride. Let's see where we go. Um, like I've already been fucking doxxed to hell and high water by fucking assholes. Uh, you know, uh, literally, it's a new fucking joyride, and honestly, it's like a breath of fresh air. To be quite honest with you, it's a breath of fresh air. Um, fucking Grace, and see, she calls me a simp, but then immediately afterward, like, called me a hate watcher. And it's just like this new level of, fucking ridiculousness. You ever watch that show Ridiculousness with like Rob Deerdeck, like that skateboarding guy? I feel like I'm literally the host of that, but just fucking just like this absurdity, right? It's like new fucking echelon of absurdity, and it's like I more or less know who the hell the characters are. Um, you might, I hear one of I hear a nagger, I hear like a little naggler in the back. A heckler. Uh, in the back go, oh Ritter, you're swapping one community for another. Oh, it's just one poison over another. Shut up. It's entertaining. After you fucking pretty much do the same shit for 4 years on end. Um, 4 years of the same bullshit really does something to a guy. So yeah, settlers on the colonies, westward expansions, El Dorado. This might be it. Maybe this might not be it. Who fucking knows? I don't care. Uh, who fucking knows? Right? Um, yeah. Yeah, it's like it's something new. Not it's not the same tired bullshit of, Colorado this, Colorado that, CP suspect here, CP suspect that, loyalist here, loyalist that, flip flopper here, flip flopper that, scumbag piece of shit that, so I'm tired, you know what I'm talking about, the whole fucking, saying you never muck it up with someone, but then, you're doing it, and, it just keeps going. Uh, who abandoned who at what age, fucking, racism, sexism, it's like your skin getting fucking wrinkly while being placed under water. Like, when I was a kid, I don't think it happens like when I used to take baths. Like my skin got all wrinkly and shit. That's what happens. Your skin gets fucking wrinkly. It's just like it's like Lord of the Rings. It's like wearing the fucking ring for like too long, and then after like 600 years, you wind up like some fucking meth addict living in a cave, saying "My precious, my precious." Yeah, it's like that. It gets fucking old. It gets tiring, and this might just all this talk about save grace this, save grace that. She might just be the one to save me. That was not spoken in the context that you think and will make it out to be. It was spoken in a purely business minded context of, broadening my horizons, new content exploration. Um, but yeah. And again, Zippity, like I said, that was not meant in that context. Um, Again, case in point, this might be a fucking gold mine, and I'm not making any qualms about it. Yeah, Captain Savo, holy Venmo. Is Ben banned in here? It'd be, it'd be fucking bonkers if Ben came on and because all right, so let's set the scene here. A few days ago, I come back from work. A few days ago, I come back from work. She's live, and she goes, "Oh, he's gone. He left. He packed his bags and he left." Right. So she's over there going through the motions, right? And literally, so to like any newcomer tuning into the stream, it would it sounds like she's talking about a boyfriend. You get what I'm saying? So she's like, going through the motions. Oh, he's gone. This. Oh, I never needed him, or this, that, and the other, right? Clearly ignoring the cycle of mental and psychological abuse that's been put on display for hundreds of people to see. But anyway, she's going through all of it, and then so I make the so pretty much some stranger coming in, popping in, and tuning in for the live for the first time. It seems like she's talking about a boyfriend, not her fucking father, right? Yeah, I literally saw in the comments, "Oh, what happened? Your boyfriend broke up with you?" And they're like, "No, she's talking about her dad." What? Oh my god. I don't know if anyone saw, but like I got another crack at Ben. I got another crack at Ben. he still kept trying to fucking justify why he like his definition of flirting, right? Like, bro, that's not it, man. That's not it. This ain't it, chief. It was maybe like a week ago. Um, you only saw the first time, so yeah, it was more of a. I went a little more in, I was a bit more free to, to do what I want because I didn't have like the nag of like people breathing down my neck about mentioning certain things that they're not comfortable with. Um, but yeah, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what are you doing, right? And like he kept trying to he kept trying to justify what he. I'm not gonna repeat it now because again I'm in that situation where I just kind of can't, right? But he kept trying to fucking justify it. I was like, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? Like, what is wrong with you? Right? And who knows? Who knows? Who knows? People have said it about this fucking trashy place a bunch of times. Maybe it's all fake. At this point, the absurdity has gotten to a level where they're like, oh, it has to be fake. These people have to be, they have to be trolling, right? It's impossible for people to like. It's like this obsession with being IRL, right? Like you can't be IRL 24/7. Like being live can't be your happy place. Yeah, contrary to popular belief, being live is not my happy place. It's something I enjoy doing. Hell yeah, it's something I enjoy creating whenever I'm creating content or I'm editing a video. It's but being live specifically and putting aspects of myself out there on a ridiculous basis and to a ridiculous extent is not my cup of tea. It's not my happy place. But for them, it seems to be so. And I don't know why. It's jarring how like the word privacy does not exist in their in their dictionary. Like literally for fuck's sake, the other day she pretty much doxed her entire family tree, right? Like with no qualms about it whatsoever. It's like again, remember that 1% rule I keep talking about. Like you want to bank on that 1%. You want to bank on that one psychopath who will want to do something to you. Like think about how you present yourself online. Fucking attractive girl who does edgy things. You're gonna build up a viewership of guys. Not to go any further, but guys, right? Males, right? And if you're a host, you're literally like I think she even doxed her own address at one point or like the address of like where she was staying or something, or like literally just little to no care about personal contained information that's meant to provide almost a safety net. They're making a living. Like what the hell? It's like what are you? It's like what's the goal here? I heard her. I think that very same. I think it was like that very same streamer earlier. I heard her. She was like, "Oh, uh, uh, I made $600 off a super chat. Hard, hard, hard. 600 this week off of super chats alone. Oh, maybe I can $600 a week. That's like 30 grand a year, so it's sustainable, right? Yeah, but when you factor in that YouTube takes their cut of 30%, then you gotta add taxes onto it. Then you minus expenses. Um, you know, again, it's again, it wouldn't be any of my business if it wasn't so fucking flamboyantly put out there, right? Just like, the tried and true phrase, Mr. I bought a Tesla but still lives at home with his parents. Mr. I bought a duplex but still lives at home with his parents. It doesn't matter, right? People have different family situations. People make different decisions, and people choose how to, make their own income, and it doesn't matter, right? But then, you make that make sense, and that's someone else who was more outwardly, you know, made no qualms about how much money they threw around, right? So she's there like, oh, $600 a week. I don't know. You got your 30 to 40% that YouTube takes away nonchalantly. Thieves. Don't get me wrong, it's thievery, right? Tax is also thievery, right? So I mean, at this point, what is tax, right? What am I paying for? Am I paying for, like the next generation of children to be indoctrinated into some sort of mindset? Am I paying for like the local park not to be renovated? Stay it's still its old crusty ass self as it was like 10 years ago? What am I paying for? Red source. Oh my god, dude. How much have I donated? Not a penny. Not a penny. Not a penny. Not a penny. I get recognized through the sheer compound nature of the comments that I leave. Yeah, it's a fucking joke. What am I paying for? What am I paying for? Some some, gender affirming program over there in the Middle East? What am I paying? You're stealing from us. It's ridiculous. It's theft. I'm not even fucking. Well, you should pay your taxes. Fuck you. No one wants to pay taxes, but we have to, right? Because that's just it's our fucking shitty luck, right? So there's that taxes. YouTube takes their cut. So what are you on? 400, and now that let's play into this little fantasy here. Now that Ben's gone, she doesn't have a job. That's why I put so hold on. That's why I'm just mad about paying insurance because they didn't donate as much super chat. Trust me. Bro. No. The day I get shot by a bullet and I'm bleeding out on the floor, I'm not gonna be like, oh god, at least I got to donate to Grace Thorpe. At least she mentioned me for like at least 5 fucking seconds. No, bro. I'm taking that health insurance any damn way. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Fuck. Oh, what's going on about taxes, right? Okay, so taxes. All right, so takes their cut. So like that's like what? So no, that reminds me. The poll. The poll. So I put the poll out because like you got to realize she hasn't graduated high school. She doesn't have a job. What does she know how to do? Granted, I'm not foreign to the concept of. I'm gonna say this word and it's gonna sound icky at the same time, but stuff. I can't get the word out. Star power. I'm not denying the existence of just some maybe somewhere deep down inside into the nether regions of that blackened soul, an element of charisma, maybe some charismatic gem hidden beneath all that blackness. But I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that like the concept of, oh, someone can get by, because like seriously, like how many times do you hear people, how many times do you hear like that, people just throw that all the time, it's like that saying, it's just like a thing you say, right? It's like, oh, like nowadays you can get famous off doing some dumb shit and make tons of money. Meanwhile, your neighbor down the street still has to work his like 9 to 5 job or whatever. It's just a matter of luck and what happens. Um, but uh, but uh, but that's not reliable, right? Especially when we're talking like what, a few thousand subs, not like hundreds of thousands, but like a few thousand, maybe one, two, three, four, five, four, maybe 5,000. And in general, that's just a very dangerous game to play. Like even if tomorrow I woke up and like my YouTube channel was generating considerable revenue, um I still wouldn't I still wouldn't put all my eggs into this basket, because given how YouTube is, um that basket can like get nuked into oblivion pretty quickly, right? And then you're like, fuck, what did I do? Right? So you got to put your eggs in other baskets. And like you can't rely on that one thing. No matter how tempting it may be, you just can't rely on it. Let me ask you a serious question. If Grace wanted to sleep with me, would I go for it? No, and there's a reason why, which I unfortunately cannot say, because that's like I'm not in the I'm not in the business of making, you know, shit I can't prove with cold hard facts that I can't prove. I'm like 2 years removed from her, so it's like I get why you'd ask that. You goddamn liar! God damn you! You goddamn liar! I think she's still a virgin, unless I'm completely, unless I'm wrong and I haven't been reading that right. Like no, because like she literally literally like she talks about sex every other stream. That's literally like 25%. It's just her talking about sex and just sex this, sex that. Like it's not like something. It's not like a streamer, um, getting caught. You know, let's say like a female streamer, right? Like I don't know, fucking. I fuck it. Like I don't know, maybe like not too erudite or something. Uh, whoever, right? Let's say, all right, all right, good example. Let's say Brett Cooper, right? Brett Cooper has like some sort of like early days Brett Cooper, right? Brett Cooper has like these thirsty, guys in the chat, right? And then they accidentally spark up a conversation of like a sexually charged nature, like, oh, what about this? Like a debate or some sort. No, she brings it on. She brings it on. She like spontaneously, it comes from her. Literally every other stream, a good 25 to 50% of that stream deals with the topic of a sexual nature. She willingly talks about sex. Like all the time. She talks about porn. Like, come on. Give me a break here. Or did. Because if we're gonna buy into what's going on now, he's gone. He's out of the picture. He packed his bags and apparently he's on his way to Texas. Um he packed his bags and now he's on his way to Texas. Um I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna be like this for this entire stream. No, he's not. It's all part of the plot. Y'all think so? You think so? Yeah, literally, there's somewhere like you're not completely wrong. Obviously, you're somewhere in the back of my mind. I'm like, bro, Ben's probably just hiding under the couch, right? Or like fucking Grace probably has like a trap door, you know, like during like tornado season, probably like fucking Ben, get in, you fucking shut the trap door. Ben's under the floorboards. It's like that scene from Inglorious Bastards, like that very first scene where like Hans Lambda is like he I think it was like um what's his name? It was Hans Lambda and what's that other guy's name? Michael Fassbender, right? Was that Michael Fassbender in the opening scene? No, that's not Michael Fassbender. Who? Please, someone save me. So Hans Lambda at the beginning, who like that guy? I think he's a famous actor, like the guy who was protecting the girls. What was that? What was that guy's name? Anyway, it's it's like it's like she hid Ben under her floorboards, and after she turned off the stream, Ben was like, "Fucking Grace, let me out, right? Let me out." Like, okay, you can come out, right? You can crawl out of the fucking crawl space and be like, "Oh fuck." No, it's like that Walter White crawl space, where he puts all of his money. It's like I think he goes into like where his like sewer like is like water circulation tank is, and he just like pops open the floorboards, and that's where he like hides all of his money. It's kind of like that. Like that's what I kind of wanted to believe. Is like, oh, this is Dad. Can you just go under the floorboards for a quick 5 hours, and I'm gonna go and talk about how you left, quote unquote, right? But yeah, it's yeah, that's always in the back of my mind. Just he's probably hiding under the couch, right? It's probably all fake. That's always the possibility. But like to. Well, it's not fun if you can't play into it for a while, right? So you're just not. You play into it for a while, and then you start to figure how the fuck is she gonna survive without her dad? She doesn't make money. Not that I know of. She doesn't have a job. Most jobs require you to have like at least at the very least, either be still enrolled in high school or have graduated at least, or have like the knowledge to do the most menial tasks, right? She doesn't have that. Like at this point, the GED is the way to go. But then I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's a fucking. Maybe she's a millionaire, and we just don't know it, right? But trust me, literally $600 a week through YouTube donations, bro. It's not even. It's not even as if it's as. It's not even as if it's like locals, right? It's not even like it's locals or anything like that. It's not even like it's fucking like either locals or a Cash App or it's fucking YouTube who get their grimy little hands on most of, if not, a good portion of what you take home. And then on top of taxes. So like what do you $600 is really not $600. So like 600 odd dollars 600 odd or let's do the math. $600 a week equates to I know I graduated from high school, but I still can't do basic math in my head. $600 a week equates to 2,400, if I'm not mistaken, times 12. That's a little under $30,000 in the entire year, minus taxes. So even at that calculated amount, you're going to earn less, minus all your expenses, minus all your bills, right? And I don't know, just looking at that house, it's a halfway decent house, right? Must be like a bit expensive to live in, maybe. So I'm just there thinking, like, how the like does she have like a big pile of money to fall back on? Maybe, who knows? But like, trust me, $600 is I don't know, I don't know. But at first glance, it doesn't seem like the way to go. Yep, yep. All my paychecks from now on going straight to Grace. I forgot her middle name. I knew her middle name for about a week, and then I forgot it. Uh, Thorpe. But yeah, yeah, it's fucking entertaining. It's a breath of fresh air from all this dog shit. Um, a huge breath of fresh air, as a matter of fact. Um, an even bigger breath of fresh air is my new routine, which is like actively limits my time. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it just actively limits my time that I have of just being able to get lost in the internet too much because now now I'm tired now I'm tired all the time. So now I feel like I'm going back to high school, which I fucking hated high school. Um, uh, but now it's that kind of vibe where like you get back and then you're just maybe have a few hours to do whatever the hell you want before the tiredness kicks in, and then you just have to fall asleep and then wake back up and do everything again the next day. Um, hey, if it brings me the moolah, if it brings me the moolah, gotta do what I gotta do. Grace's middle name, I can't tell you for the life of me what her middle name is anymore. I knew it for a week and then I forgot it. Where's Ava asking for Gremlin? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ava. Ava's fucking been AFK. AFK means away from keyboard for those who don't know. Um, yeah, she's missed like the whole past fucking. I don't know. I haven't seen her in a while. Um, fucking the shit that has been going on the Thorpe side of things is fucking. It's fucking. It would have made her laugh. I don't know if she's been watching, but I'm pretty sure if she has, she would have been laughing because it's been fucking hilarious. And now, if we want to buy into this whole "oh Ben is gone" thing, right? Um, fucking no. It's like honestly, I want to believe it. I want to believe that the fucking because it'd be. I want to believe that he's gone because it's so interesting to see how this girl who's 2 years younger than me is gonna survive on her own when she's been virtually, and some people may argue, forced to depend on this fucking guy being her father for the majority, right? And you know, it'd be one thing if you're like, oh, she had a job, oh, she has a job that she does, right? It'd be like that, but like, there's no indicators. But yeah, what's up, Vlad? It's been pretty eventful, man. It's been pretty eventful. Lots of new changes in my life. Um, I could take it or leave it, as long as I'm filling up that bank account with some moolah, I am happy. Because, yeah, some cool things might be on the horizon. Uh, Depending on how shit goes, I may or may not be doing a multi-part series on how uh, some disabled guy on the internet finally drives a car. Whoop, I let that slip. But yeah, trying to fucking drive around. And I'm going to be a Tesla. I'm going to buy a Tesla, and it's going to be the fastest in the world. It's going to do 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, and And when I get pulled over, it's gonna be in my father's name. And no, it's not gonna be a Tesla. It's not gonna be a Tesla. I am. I am doing, more initial research, and I'm trying to decide between a few different brands and a few different models. Um, it can't be anything from the last millennium, the last fucking Stone Age. And now there's a reason, right? And it's not me being fucking neat. It's not me being narcissistic, right? There's a reason it can't be, because it's not me being egotistical. It's there's a reason, because it has to pass a certain safety threshold, right? If I'm gonna be pretty much a disabled driver, it has to pass certain safety thresholds. And a car from the Stone Age won't pass that safety threshold. It's just not going to. So who's an hour away from you? The used car market? Yeah. Right now I'm looking at what's most fuel efficient, and it just has like the basic, cruise control. It has to be automatic because I can't. It has to be automatic. It just has to be automatic. The adaptive cruise control. Yeah, it just has to have a certain cruise control thing. Oh God, what the fuck? I was expecting Ben, not Grace. I said earlier, I was like, it'd be funny if Ben came on and be like, "Oh, hey, I've been hiding under Grace's floorboards the entire time." But yeah, Mom's got a new Ford Explorer. Uh, how did I find the Thorpes? Ava the G. I'm sorry, Ava. In the future, if you see this, if I threw her. Okay, I probably shouldn't have said that. It sounds like I just threw her under the bus, but that's just literally just me being honest. Like, I'd have no idea who you guys are if not for Ava. And then our mutual disdain of Chuck Dog, Chuck Dog, our mutual disdain of that person. Uh, yeah, that was a bonding. Like, we both hate that one person. It's like, oh yay, high five, Chuck Dog. I'm ready to black out hard and never wake up tonight. Don't say that, dude. What is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Don't get blackout drunk, dude. Drink water, man. Drink water. Schmuck dog. Chuck dog. Chuckles. The wannabe comedian, right? I do hope she's okay though. Like, well and truly, I do hope she's okay. I hope that whole swatting thing was just like a blip. right? Nothing bad actually happened to her. Schmuck dog. Nah, Chuckles is she's a different breed. Oh, Chuckles. Why you gotta be a Chuckles? He said schmuck dog. The world hasn't been the same since Chuckles stopped streaming. I think the world's better off for it. being if I'm being honest, I think the world's better off for it. You can't tell me that in that like in her in that comedy sketch, I'm not even gonna promote it too much because it doxes her name. And I don't do that. But bro, you could tell there were laugh tracks there. You could tell, dude. You could fucking tell that there was like a laugh track. Like, tell me you've never heard a laugh track before. Please tell me you can't identify what a laugh track sounds like. So I watch a show. There was this old show in the '70s, right? It's fucking Mexican TV show. Uh, Funny as hell, hilarious, but they didn't film it live in front of people, right? And so like they just added the same laugh tracks over and over again. It was, and then every once in a while, every few episodes in a while, you could maybe there was like a few people in attendance, and then they were laughing their asses off, and then it got caught in the recording, right? But then other than that, it was the same recycled laugh tracks. Like I could like identify each laugh track, right? Like as they were laughing, right? And then every other episode or two, there was like this unique, like there would be like that one guy who was watching it all unfold, and he was laughing his ass off, and then you could hear it get caught in the recording. But then other than that, it was the same used laugh track. But then that's different because that was funny. That's actually genuinely fucking hilarious. It's just that they didn't film it live. They usually didn't film it live. That's not the real Chuckles. She never appears on cue. That is not the real her. Um, that's not the real her. She never appears on cue. That is a joke. Fuck, it is the real bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. You know what I think this is? You know what I think happened? I'm actually not gonna. Oh, bro, it's like I name drop everyone and then everyone just fucking shows up. It's like when you whisper for Bloody Mary. Who Chuckles, right? We're talking about Chuckles, right? Don't block me or I'll cry. I'm gonna block her. But yeah, I'm not mean spirited. I do hope you're fucking okay. That whole thing was just a blip. I hope that wasn't too serious. But yeah, other than that, hi, Chuck Dog. I'm never gonna stop calling you Chuck Dog. Ever. Like ever, ever, ever. Oh yeah, I was talking shit, bro. I was just waiting you to appear so I could stop. Nah, we were just having Jesus fuck. Listen with me. I'm more busy now. I get home every day. I'm fucking tired. But it's all worth it when I look at my bank account and I see it growing, 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 and growing, and growing, and growing. What sucks is I don't get paid as often as I like. Ideally, I get paid every week. Fuck. Hold on, Ava, weren't you live hunting for like a? What about you? What's good with you, bro? I think one of the last times I saw you stream, you were like surfing through Indeed for some I don't know, how's that working out for you? I'm being so serious. Like how like any luck? Why I need drug money? Can't live without the drug money though. Can't. Missed the shit. I really wasn't shit. I well I kind of was, yeah, but like more. It wasn't even about you. It was about Grace Thorpe, and how fucking and how in the back of my mind, the whole Ben is gone thing. But no, he's probably under the floorboards, like the fucking opening scene of Inglorious Bastards. Chuckles, chuckles, chuckles. I missed that. No, no. You want to know what it was? I saw that stream, but I was out. I was out, right? Or like my phone was in my pocket for an absurdly long amount of time, more than I'm comfortable with. And I take it out for a brief second and I'm like, oh, LA Fitness, right? Okay, whatever. And then I go back up and then it's private and I didn't see it. I didn't see what went on. So I was like, what the fuck? I probably like fucking Ava at LA Fitness. I was like, fuck. Oh shit, that's gotta suck. That doesn't suck. That sucks. That doesn't suck. Or maybe that doesn't suck too. Maybe that depends on how you look at it, but that definitely doesn't suck. Congrats. That's like a month and a half. It's fun, the drama. You don't understand. So I don't think, yeah. Hell, maybe like, I don't know, fucking. Here's another analogy, right? Maybe people from the Thorpe community, right? Maybe they're tired of the same bullshit about Grace this, Grace that, Ben this, Ben that, right? What if they found this community? It's like a swap, right? The birds migrate north, and then the other birds migrate south. A swap, right? A breath of fresh air. I'm tired of Grace this, Grace that, Grace this, Grace that, right? Never fear, Saul Goodman is here. What do I have? Are you tired? Look, let me just do a let me um let me do my best Ray impression. Right? Let me do my best Ray impression. Are you tired of Ben and Grace Thorpe's antics? Are you tired of your masculinity being frowned upon? Are you tired of never getting a real definition for the word flirt? Well, have no fear. Saul Goodman is here. And then he just like brings out like a folder of like this community's bullshit. And it's like, oh, abandoned kids at age whatever, drug abuse, methylamine, Colorado this, Colorado that, bullshit, abortion clinics, uh, psychopaths on the internet, doxing, grifters, that, creep catching, this that, whatever you want, all for you, so you never have to go back to. You know, like a change of scenery. the the methadone clinic. Who fucking knows, dude? Who fucking knows? Maybe there's like a portion of like the Thorpe people that are tired of the same BS over and over again that maybe want to change the scenery. And then there's people like me who also want to change the scenery. We just swap. And then, granted, you have to do the whole bullshit about doing your research, researching storylines so that you're caught up with the. It's like watching a new fucking Netflix show. It's like binging a new Netflix show. You have to catch up with the characters, motivations, drama. You have to catch up with all that bullshit. And then even once you're finally quote unquote caught up, you're technically still not caught up because like you're just full other element, this whole other echelon of just bullshit that you don't know what the fuck to do with, right? So yeah. But hey, an indisputable fact is yeah, tired. Ava was the chick who went obliterating a sub sandwich. Were you eating a sub sandwich that day? You were, right? Steve Oh my god. Bro, I wasn't even talking about you, Chuck. Oh my god, bro. Bro, I'm not even talking about you right now. I'm talking about fucking Ben Thorpe and Grace Thorpe. All right, all right, their whole new shtick is that Ben is gone. Apparently, I don't know where that's gonna go. Where that storyline? I call it a storyline because again, at the back of my head, Ben could be hiding under the fucking floorboards, like in Glorious Bastard style. Fucking Hans Landa comes knocking on the door. It's like, what of you? May I come in, please? Can I have a seat? Can you greet me like a gentleman? Or whatever the fuck he says, right? Um, and who fucking knows, right? Maybe he was under the floorboards and like he was like, she turns off the stream, like, Dad, I'm done. And then Ben's like, oh fuck, shit. He's just crawling out. They're all a storyline from a Bad Z movie. Oh my god. I guess we've merged. Hans Lander. Oh, Hans Lander. No. Brad Pitt's like, oh, Hans Lander. I want to see Nazis on the ground. I want every Nazi scalp from each and every one of my troops. Anything less than 10 scalp per troops is unacceptable. I want to see Nazis on the floor. The mental illness video seems to. No. Excuse me. I'm like this entire fucking this entire week I've been like this, so bear with me. Um, yeah, the one where she was like raging at her grandfather and grandmother for like no good reason. Um, or oh my god, the one where so pretty much I might have missed maybe a stream or two, but that whole RV trip was literally content gold. Like I could not stop watching. Credit to her, maybe, who fucking knows? But I couldn't stop watching. It was just fucking. It was gold, right? I feel icky saying that, but it was gold, right? But at the same time, it kind of wasn't gold because it got disturbing. Like fucking. No. I was talking more about the fucking part where She dipped in the middle, like that was like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. She like dipped out into the freezing cold, and then Ben had to come and find her or some shit. It was some fucked up shit like that. Yeah. Why is LA Fitness so crowded on New Year's Eve? I'm guessing because people just want to get out of the house, maybe. But I was the only loser. I'm guessing there's more losers. We're all losers. Welcome to the Losers Club. I wish the Losers Club wasn't copyrighted. Fuck you, Pennywise. Fuck you, Stephen King. The Losers Club is officially copyrighted. Chuckles fell off hard. Hans Lander. Hans Lambda. What is everyone working out before they get drunk? Ava, don't, bro. No, stop. No. No. You should go live. You should go live, Ava. We all can be losers together. I want you. You want me. Bro, it's been years since I watched Barney. Bro, Barney was the shit when I was a fucking kid. Now it's a little creepy, but back in the day, Thomas is a bit creepy now. So just like a face on a train. It's just like no. It's like I like my trains, Hogwarts Express style. Numbers and lettering and like the steam coming from the smokestack, not like with a giant fucking face on in front of the steam engine. That looks so doped up. It looks like it came from like a fourth dimension of Colorado. But I digress. Working Barney, working a gay sex party. Why don't you ever work straight sex parties, bro? This is gonna become like Greystone, bro. Literally, the last Thorpe stream was her and Darius pretty much trying to fucking convince themselves that they're not gay or like Darius. I had no because I got in halfway. Like I was like, what the hell is going on? Like it sounded to me like they were trying to justify that they're not gay while being into things that are objectively gay, but then saying that it's not gay. Like I don't fucking I don't get it. It's anonymous. Oh, I completely missed that. I just like read over it. Hey, yeah. Well, I'm eating a fucking banquet full of food for New Year's. Having a nice meal. Nothing. A nice meal never killed anybody. It's gonna be our last big meal for a while because I gotta start fucking cutting back. Like for real, for real. I just start cutting back. Like fuck me. Yeah, I don't drink. Like that's never been me. I don't drink, smoke. Hell, I don't even eat candy. But I do like eating food. Food, like yeah, I like eating food a lot. Don't eat candy. I don't do soda. I'm hit or miss on chocolate. Well, I have no use for knee pads, because put them. I eat so much candy. Swimming, just pure ass. I wouldn't know. That's like, it's hard. Like, I'd be willing to listen. Like, if someone were to try to talk to me like about like sobriety and shit like that, it's like I'd be able to connect with you only on like a certain level, but then after that, it's impossible because I've just never been a drinker. So like my understanding, like, it only gets to a certain extent, and that's just me being real. It's not being heartless. It's just being genuine. Like, I can only understand something like so much. After, like, then I just can't, like, genuinely, like. You got to get addicted to money. I've always been addicted to money. Fuck it. What in this day and age, what person isn't addicted to money? Literally, that's like the thing that keeps me wired to keep going. Literally, just watching that shit get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Pretty soon, I'll have more money in my possession than I've ever had, ever. To some, probably not a lot, but to me, yeah, it screams, maybe buying a fucking something else, maybe upgrading gear, or getting a car, or or I don't know, some shit. We gotta buy this shit, right? Fucking make that moolah. It's not gonna get done any other way. We're not gonna wish for it, unless you're Grace Thorpe, right? You could go to sleep, wake up, and then be a millionaire overnight. Unless you're Grace Thorpe. Yep, about hit $200. Nah, bro. No, but like, in my possession, in my sole possession that I've been responsible for, it like it inevitably, like, pretty soon it'll be more than I've ever had in my sole possession. So, and I have to figure out how to, like, invest part of that into, like, it's like self-generating, like, invest that into, like, something, like, I don't know, maybe a stock of some sort or whatever, right? But something to, like, keep replicating the moolah, because at the end of the day, I want more moolah, right? Works at a turkey farm. Actually, it wasn't even me that got the free turkey. It was someone else in my family. Cocaine makes you. I don't know. Ask Ava. I'm not the one who introduced that concept. God damn it! This is becoming a Thorpe stream. It's like some people tried arguing with me. I swear to God, every other stream, there's like a good 25 to 50% portion where it's just nothing but sex talk. Like, she just talks about sex nonstop. Like, now it'd be different if she had a problem with being, apparently, I guess, sexualized. But bro, dude, the chick literally took off her panties on stream. She had like this Mrs. Claus thing going on. This fucking girl reached under there, yanked that shit out, and said, "Ha ha 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 ha." My profile picture gets our rocks off. Yeah, Frodo Baggins. Actually, I want to change that now. Now that you mention it, now Lord of the Rings is so pure. No, Lord of the Rings. No, make jokes, but yeah. What are you looking at me for? She's the one who did it. She did it. She was like, "You want to see jealous? You want to see jealous?" Ooh, came right off. Uh, I gotta say, fuck, that's hard. But uh, I want to say between this and something else. Wait, but then now that I think of it, now that I've never had no, hold on. Now that I think of it, never mind. I can't say that's been because I've never had that variation of it. Um, that variation of it I've never had, but the regular version of it, yeah, it's fun, very fun. But so scratch that. It's either between that or just, I guess, just classic doggy. I guess you know. Shabbat shalom, people. Shabbat shalom. Ye fucking haw indeed, bro. Ye fucking haw. Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, and I thought about like I read it and then like I thought about it for a second and then I realized I've never had that variation of it. We just never got around to it. We just had like the regular yeehaw. And then I guess doggy would be a close second. I guess. My favorite position is Bible study. Yo, yo, Constantine. Roman Reigns. I don't know if you've been watching WWE recently. Or not recently, but like in I think it was last year. Roman Reigns was cutting a promo. He was like, the same superstars every single night, and I just smash them. It's like missionary position every single night. It doesn't change. Everyone in the crowd was like laughing their asses off. Look at Roman Reigns, bro. I can't get mad at that guy being the champion still. It's fucking look, Roman Reigns literally said it. It was like it's like missionary position over and over again. It's so boring. Oh yeah, Adam Cole. That was actually I didn't see because I don't watch a lot of AEW. I don't watch a lot of AEW. Um, I I don't watch a lot of AEW, but like I tune into like the MJF, Samoa Joe. I don't watch all of it. I just like, oh, MJF. I follow MJF, right? Well, and like the Christian and Edge stuff, right? But then it was MJF, Samoa Joe. It was interesting. That was really fucking cool the way they did it. Like Adam Cole and MJF were about to be attacked, and then the lights cut out, and then fucking Adam Cole's like the transition. That was sick. That was really fucking sick. Mildly connections to the Gray Sphere by virtue of Darius and Destiny. Darius is fucking bro. Okay, let me tell you something about Darius. Literally yesterday or like the day before, I think I already said this, right? He was on stream with Grace, and they were both trying to justify like them being into gay stuff, but it not being gay. Like, and then I'm not as familiar with Destiny as I think I should be. All I know is that like he has a wife and that he allows his wife to get fucked by other men. I guess that's the gist of Destiny. I guess that's his gist. But then Darius is like fucking all over the place, right? Destiny's wife is divorcing him right now. He should be the one divorcing her. Like the fuck? See, like actually, yeah, like that whole notion. I would love to get into a fucking debate with these people. I really fucking would. I would love to be in a debate with these people. Yo, and then fucking yo, it's gearing up to be so good because CM Punk might fucking win the Rumble. He might win the Rumble and then he might challenge Rollins. CM Punk and Rollins. It's a given. They're gonna fight. Those two hate each other, and there's no better way to have so if you have genuine beef with someone, you have to channel that in a positive way. You have to make a good promo out of it. And then maybe ideally after the promo, after you finish working together, you gain some ounce of respect, right? No, but not if you're Hangman Adam Page. I did watch that where he went into business for himself and just completely roasted the shit out of Punk. And Punk was like, "Where the fuck is this coming from? Like, this is not in the script, right?" Yo, I mean, Punk wrestled Dominic Mysterio of all people, but hey. Yo, and then the R-Truth and Judgment Day thing, fucking hilarious. But I just hope they don't make it exactly like Sami Zayn and Bloodline because like that's like rinse and repeat. Like they can't fall into that trap of just rinsing and repeating. They can't do that. Um, make it different, right? It's like fucking have it be make it different. Like don't rinse and repeat that process. Like have him like as he's been doing, have him actively be wanting to like break up the Judgment Day, and then by accident or like by funny accidents that he tends to do, like R-Truth, R-Truth, is like he's known for his like funny accidents, right? And through it's not technically it won't be his fault. It will be his fault, but it won't be his fault. Through like the dumb shit that he does accidentally, it just like goes to show more of the cracks forming. And then it'll be hilarious and sad at the same time once the split actually happens. That would be gold, right? Because with Sammy, it was like this whole emotional thing about, oh my god, he's betraying him, right? But then Sammy fucking obliterated Roman Reigns with the chair. Um, but that was like dramatic. That was like, you know, art, right? Judgment Day, they're not there yet. You know, they're not there on that level. And R-Truth's not a dramatic guy. He doesn't do. He's not necessarily. He like I don't think it's bro. R-Truth's a fucking legend, but he's not gonna be doing this whole artsy, dramatic melodrama, right? He's not gonna do that. The guy's a fucking king of comedy, right? So the way they break up is gonna be like of him doing dumb shit by accident, but then through those accidents, like they get to see more of the cracks forming, and there's like, oh shit, yeah, like Truth is doing shit to us. It's kind of not his fault, but it is kind of his fault. And then have it be in a way when the breakup finally does happen, have it be like hilarious and sad at the same time. But yeah, I'm glad Randy's back. I'm glad Truth is back. And it's so funny because Truth doesn't mind being the butt of every joke because that's where he shines, dude. That's where he shines because, like, in the for the Survivor Series press conference, like Triple H was like, "Oh, yeah, we got to see a good return." When CM Punk returned, but he was like, "Yeah, we got to see a big return." R-Truth, and everyone laughed. He's obviously talking about CM Punk, right? Because you know, I really hope they don't fuck up CM Punk. Honestly, I hope they don't fuck up CM Punk. Like seriously, seriously. Oh yeah, R-Truth did meet Tupac. I think he was close with Tupac as well. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if Tony Khan gets the last laugh or not. Tony Khan, yeah. Yeah, we'll see if Tony Khan gets the last laugh or not. Because as of now, like I mean, I don't know, like it's petty, it's super petty because like all you'll win is like the chance to say I told you so, and that's like being really really petty, right? Because like it's never a good thing when like like a star like with talent, money generating talent and personality that generates money for a company when that just blows up in your face. It's never fun, right? It's never fun when that sort of shit happens. Um, and all he'll be gaining at the end of the day is just like the opportunity to say, "Oh, I told you so." He is still a fucking draw. You can't deny that. No matter hate him, love him or hate him, he's a draw. Love him or hate him, he is a draw. that live event at Madison Square Garden where he fought Dominic Mysterio of all people, dude. Think about that. Like who is he facing for the live event? Your first performance in a WWE ring, technically, right? Who's he facing? Dominic Mysterio. It's not like some big superstar right away. It's Dominic, right? And credit to Dominic, bro. Dominic, bro. Like you could tell that ever since he was a little kid, this is what he wanted to do with his life. He wanted to be like his father. He wanted to be like Rey Mysterio. And you could tell this is what he wanted to do from day one, and it shows, right? And to me, that personally says a lot about what Punk is willing to do, because his first match back isn't like some stupid, you know, like like first match back. Oh, Brock Lesnar comes in, or like I don't know, with some big high end draw superstar, right? Because Dominic's not quite there yet. Because I mean, first match back, what do you do? Oh, Dominic, right? And it was a pretty good match too. And he would be proud of his son, Dominic. Oh my god. I think Eddie would be proud, seriously. Ray, they can't show it on live TV because like he's a good guy and Dominic's a bad guy because heel and a babyface. They can't show it on live TV, but Ray must be so fucking proud of his son. Like it's one thing to be proud of your son, and then one thing to like, oh my god, he did the same thing I did. Like he wants to follow in my footsteps and do what I do. Like holy shit, I can't. And then to face your own son at WrestleMania, to be able to say, hey, I faced my dad at WrestleMania. Mysterio versus Mysterio. That was a really fun match. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna front. That was a really, really fun match. But yeah, I have not forgotten. It's just a matter of finding free time, which I might be able to do soon. I have not forgotten about Resident Evil. So the plan is still the same for Resident Evil. The At least the first Resident Evil. The first Resident Evil is really really boring, and it's not worthy for a stream. It's not like your Batman, your Spider Man, or your more bro. This game was made in 1995, right? So it's a long, drawn out game. It's puzzle solving. It's going back and forth, checking every crevice to make sure you didn't miss anything. It's time consuming, you know, outdated controls that you need to get a grip on, you know, all that dumb shit, like flawed mechanics. It's so dumb, right? So Resident you said Resident is that you said Resident Ava? Resident Anal? No, bro. I thought that said Resident Ava. Resident Evil. Um, Resident Evil 1 is tedious like that. It is puzzle solving, boring, going back. It's not boring, right? Because like I want to know what's going on, but it's going back and forth. It gets repetitive. Um, it's stale. There's not enough action. There's like more like so far, it's just been purely driven by me. And then I'm a human. I make mistakes. I'm not gonna get everything right the first time, right? And it's like it's not worthy and it's not up to par The flow of it is not to stream standards. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to keep playing through it, record it on my PlayStation. I'm gonna have to record it on my PlayStation, and then I'm gonna have to, edit it up, spice it up. I'm not gonna leave the entire thing going because there's just portions of it where I just don't talk and I'm like focusing on the task. Um, but I chop it up, give it like the flair of a nice funny edit, like um, spice it up a little, right? And then maybe do it in like hour long segments of like part one, part two, and shit like that. Maybe just liven up the gameplay. Um, that way it's not totally boring to watch, right? Because trust me, like even at some points, even I'm like, holy shit, what? When can this move? Can we move forward? Like, how many more puzzles am I gonna have to solve? Right? Like, you get what I mean. So it's not like it's not like it doesn't have the fast pace of like a modern game, right? Because again, this fucking game was made in 1995 for like the fucking. It was probably remastered for like the PS1, right? So it's tedious, it's time consuming, it's 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 not on the it doesn't have the dynamism of like a modern game, right? Where it's like you can keep going, you can keep doing more. The graphics doesn't. It's not appealing for a stream, right? So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna record it, edit it up, spice it up, and then release it in hour-long segments, part one, part two, whatever, right? And then it's my hope and belief that like the games get more playable as they go on. Like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 4, they get more and more playable, like more modern. That way they have like they're more appealing for a stream per se. But for now, that's what I'm gonna have to do because there's no way I would put any of you through fucking what I've been playing through on Resident Evil 1. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance, right? No way. Um, it's just boring, right? If I'm calling it boring, then something's wrong. And again, it's not that it's boring; it's just not appealing for a stream. No way. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to do that, and then, yeah, there's that, and then I'm gonna be, I don't know, maybe pop a few more lives here and there. More Thorpisms as the situation unvelops or develops. Or Brock's daughter is a clone. Bro, if Brock Lesnar if Brock Lesnar had sex with Brock Lesnar, and if one of the Brock Lesnars was magically able to incubate an offspring, if Brock Lesnar had sex with Brock Lesnar, and if one of the Brock Lesnars was able to get pregnant, that would be his daughter. His daughter is literally a clone. It's like if Brock Lesnar had sex with himself and asexually reproduced. Look, bro, it's like, bro, my Invincible fans, if there's any Invincible fans in here, bro, it's like freaking having like uh it's like having Viltrumite genes, right? It's like having fucking Viltrumites. Viltrumite genes. I think spoilers for Invincible if you haven't been watching. Oliver, I think like Oliver, like so like Omni Man has sex with like this species of aliens, like this ant aliens things, right? Omni Man has sex with that and has a kid, but then the kid comes out human and purplish looking, right? So the thing about that species is that they live incredibly short lives. Like they die, they mature and wither within like 10 years. Like they grow through the entire lifespan of or like the way humans do within like 10 years, maybe, right? Or like no, not even 10 years. Fuck that. Maybe like a year. They live very short lives, right? But then Viltrumite DNA is so pure that it just overtakes everything, right? So Oliver, Omni Man's son via the alien, Oliver, uh, has purple skin, and if he had kept some of the more alien DNA, he probably would have died within like a year. But then the Viltrumite part of his DNA is so pure that it overwrites everything else. His skin starts becoming less purple. It starts becoming more human. He starts becoming more human, and then his his DNA starts becoming more and more Viltrumite. So this whole living and dying within the span of a year, that's gone. You're now granted the nigh immortality of being a fucking Viltrumite, right? Like looking 30 at 1,000 years old. Um, you can live for thousands upon thousands of years because that's how fucking pure Viltrumite blood is. But yeah, oh, all right. It's been 2 hours. I've had my fun. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna let y'all go back to y'all's thing. Getting ready for the new year. 4 hours away. Um, but yeah, it's nice to see some of y'all again. Um, yeah. Um, again, JDQ, if you're hearing this, stay strong, my guy. Um, again, yeah. But yeah, peace out, y'all. And I'm gonna try and come on here pretty soon again. And happy new year. I hope this new year brings much good fortune and good health. Um, yeah. Peace out, y'all. Happy New Year. And yeah. Peace. Thanks for stopping by.